Yeah, Rookie Team League Week 3 cast between Team Momo and Team Shieldbattery. We're now moving on to the fifth and final ace match between these two players, which is a 3v3 Big Game Hunters, which is probably my favorite match of any matchup when it comes to the ace match, because you have so many players, so much chaos. Either the game ends really fast, or it ends, or just like last time we casted, it could go into a very big twist, turning point match where anything goes.
One team thinks they have it all and then they lose it. That was very unfortunate. I can't believe that game last week. That was insane. If no one's watched it and you like watching 3v3s on Big Game Hunter, I'd go and watch that game from the set with TTZCP, I believe it was. And
yeah, for the week 2. And
yeah,
the thing about 3v3 Big Game Hunters is that the teammates have to work together. They have to be close to each other. They have to make sure their units are together. You can't go out by yourself. You should not go out by yourself, actually. You should not focus on your own base. You should focus as a whole. And if there is one person that's going to carry the other team, that's good. Because you want to have a... If there's different skill levels, you want to rely on the person who has who's currently doing their best, because usually what happens is that in the 3v3, 3 of them's going to gang up on one person. You have the other two, either they have to defend that person or they could strike another person down. So there's a lot of strategy that could happen in 3v3.
Even with the builds, like there can be like 2 people going for a rush and 1 person teching up. It's very interesting how it plays out, and it'll be interesting to see here how Team Momo and Team Shieldbattery actually decide to play it.
Yeah, so let's find out and let's start. I'm excited for this.
The interesting thing will be trying to work out who's on what team, unless we've seen them all before. So it looks like we've actually got the same 6 players we've seen the whole time, so we know exactly who's on each team.
This is true. So let's start with the top and then we'll go down to the mid and bottom. So on the top left we have the Bound Terran F10, who just played under Team Shieldbattery, who just lost on the last match. And then we have...
I believe he must have been playing random for this because he's Terran now.
Right.
And I think it would be a good idea to head downwards because at the very bottom of the map we have his teammates, the orange Protoss evilEye, and I completely can't see color.
Actually, Dark Matter is on the 12 o'clock position, so you have the 2 Terrans lined up together very nicely, so they could definitely turtle up in that one little natural where the brown and red Terrans are. And then we have the top right glaba. We have the YummyBlaBla white Protoss on the 9 o'clock position, and iopg, all representing Team Momo. And they're all kind of spread out compared to Team
now evilEye is in a very dangerous position here because he's in between a Protoss, who is YummyBlaBla, and a Zerg. And also the other Zerg isn't that far away from him, even though he's on opposite ends of the map. So I think evilEye may get ganged up on here. If I'm going to take a wild guess, the Terrans are going to be sat behind a wall. Interestingly enough, it looks like F10 is going to wall separately to Dark Matter, so I'm not sure he really trusts his teammates' wall there. Because he's going to wall his own base. He can't trust anyone right now.
It's really all for Team was it Momo? The Team Shieldbattery, yeah. All they have to do is just rely on that red Protoss to wall up.
Or the red Terran.
Red Terran.
Yeah.
F10 does not need to wall up himself, because there might be another wall actually.
So it looks like
Dark Matter
is going to be walling as well, so they're just doing like a double wall. It is interesting to point out that because of the position of the barracks and the supply depot, that's not actually link tight, so maybe that's why they're going for the second wall here. We see 2 gates and a second pylon coming up for YummyBlaBla.
But here we go, we have iopg with 6 Zerglings, and he might go for evilEye because evilEye is isolated all by himself.
Yeah, now the lucky thing for evilEye is he got his 2 gates up a lot earlier than the other Protoss, so he's actually going to have his 2 zealots out before YummyBlaBla can come down to support. He just needs to hold on against these Zerglings.
But we do see glaba sending out his 6 Zerglings toward the 7 o'clock position to assist iopg to try to take out evilEye from early on, whereas the 2 Terrans are blowing up.
It's very sad because Terran in 3v3, they can't really be very active this early in the game, so spawning the 2 Terrans actually put them at a really bad disadvantage early on, and poor evilEye is going to have a terrible uphill battle here.
But he's actually doing pretty good with his 4 Zealots right now.
Yeah, he's doing
some
really
good micro right now.
But I think he's actually going to hold off against this first wave, but he's
holding off against 3 players right now.
Yeah, that's a really good micro, and he's actually going to... He's still holding, and the reinforcements, they're still coming in, but he's getting 2 Zealots at a time, and he's actually saved most of them, so he still has 3 Zealots alive, well 4 actually, which is very impressive given the circumstances. Oh no, his gateway's going down though. This is a very bad spot to be in. He can't be losing those gateways.
This is a smart play by iopg, because obviously the longer the gateway comes, then the more evilEye can micro with the new produced Zealots.
Oh, evilEye got so lucky there.
Oh no! We see Dark Matter going into glaba Zerg base on top right, so now iopg is trying to help against those red Marines.
Yeah, so the Marines aren't going to be able to do too much, but the crazy story here is evilEye had 2 Zealots which were 1 hit away from death, or at least 1 which was 1 hit, and YummyBlaBla's Zealot actually stopped targeting and hit another one, so now they're both on 5 health. In fact, one's on 2. So he's
not only that, but evilEye lived for another day. He was able to get a breeder thanks to Dark Matter and his attack on the blue Zerg. But can he survive this next wave?
Yeah, there's a lot of Zealots here from YummyBlaBla, and there's still a lot of Zerglings coming down. He's still only got 1 gate. He's not had a chance to build a forge and cannons and things like that. He's just not had the money. So evilEye is still in a very bad position. It looks like he may even lose this other game. And there's just so many Zerglings.
There's so many Zerglings, so many Zealots. We do have the 2 Terrans still constantly warring up. And I said this earlier, here at this point, you want to stick together, you want to have your teammates together. And that's what Team Momo is doing exactly. They're having all their 3 players focusing on 1 target.
Oh, evilEye's gonna do it. He's got 400 minerals.
He does have 400 minerals. Is he going to...
He's gonna evacuate to that other base behind the wall. He has to do it.
He has to, but he has to do it before this last pylon gets destroyed. So this is all of a time battle right now.
He's not gonna be able to do it. He just needs to build a
he just needs to build his nexus somewhere.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He didn't have enough time. evilEye's gone.
evilEye has been eliminated from the game. Now we have just 2 Terrans by the Shieldbattery team.
That's a lot of firebats, though. That is a lot of firebats.
That's actually pretty good against Zealots and Zerglings. So
yes,
this may be good early
Zerglings. Game. That's a really good counter, actually. So he could actually take out one of the Zergs here if he does this well enough, even with that amount of units.
Now the evilEye probes are at the F10's base. It's just idling there. I think that might be a nuisance. That might distract these SCVs from mining too.
Luckily enough, the SCVs when they're mining just ignore things. That'd be really bad. There's a huge push going in with Dragoons, Zealots, and 2 players worth of Zerglings. They've killed all the firebats, and it's just F10 with his mech against what's left of the other 3 armies.
This is a good strategy. One person going for mech, 1 person going for bionics. So you do have some different focus, different.
The only thing that would be pimper here, was if F10 built another command center.
Oh, but there's Mutualist coming in from iopg. He built a spire, and Mutualists are.
And he doesn't have any anti-air either. He's not.
He doesn't. Right, because he's going for all mech. Yeah.
The funny thing is, the probes are actually soaking up a lot of damage here.
See that? So evilEye is still helping out his teammate despite the fact that he was eliminated. but it wasn't enough to help because those SCVs are
constantly Marines building either. His numbers faltered a little bit. He was building a lot of fire bats, which isn't going to help because they can't shoot up.
Glaives are currently in the production, but Dark Matter hasn't really helped his teammate in terms of dealing with those Mutalisks. He's just having his
not only that, but F10 is actually going to be blocking the Marines from getting to save his tanks. So Dark Matter needs to react soon because otherwise he's going to like F10 will lose everything.
Oh, those tanks kills are really bad here.
That's very clever. YummyBlaBla is actually just going to build a load of cannons outside of their bases.
Momo has the map control right now, and it seems like there was a voice.
Complaining that his voice may be broken, but I'm not sure it matters.
Yeah. Dark Matter going for a push by himself!
Mech has actually fallen back.
Yeah, he's fallen back, and right now, in this case, if Dark Matter was to push out, he want to push out with his teammate, not by themselves. So there's no real teamwork coordination happening with Team Shield right now. Team Shieldbattery.
Yeah, Team Shieldbattery are in an incredibly awful position. It's kind of surprising, really, that the other players haven't actually bothered to expand. They could have all had their naturals at this point, but I think they just want to go for the killing blow. I mean, there are a lot of vultures there. It doesn't look like they've got any of the upgrades yet, though. I'm checking the machine shops, and they're not upgrading anything. But I don't see any mines, and they most certainly don't have any speed. It just goes to show that F10 isn't a terrible player, I think.
The iopg with their Mutalisks getting a lot of kills of those SCVs, so we don't see any SCVs at all at Dark Matter's main base.
Yeah, so Dark Matter actually fled his SCVs to F10's base.
But now we have
F10 also doesn't have any SDM because all of his Goliaths are going to attack and loot.
So right now there isn't much SCVs on both sides. 6 SCVs for F10 and only 9 SCVs for All-Stars of Dark Matter. So right now this push has to mean a lot for Team Shieldbattery. He needs to eliminate Glaba, the blue Zerg, if they want any chance to go for a 2v2 even fight.
Yeah, so the big problem they've got is down in the bottom of the map. iopg is just building more mutas, and the big problem is a lot of Marines have actually gone down from Dark Matter in this push, and there's only about 4 or 5 Goliaths, so there's not actually that much anti-air. It looks like Glaba's gonna die, but the 2v2 still goes.
So we may have a 2v2 instead of a 3v2 right now. There are some Zerglings that Glaba has, but that's not gonna mean a thing once that layer goes down. And Glaba is now officially eliminated. But iopg going for that command center kill! He destroyed the command center of F10.
They destroyed both of them.
Both of the command center! And there's a GG by Team Shieldbattery. After both command center goes down with no SCVs left, Team Momo secures a victory as Glaba was a distraction for Team Momo. With the Mutalisk.
That was insane. Now,
giving the victory.
I don't want to take anything away from Team Momo's victory there. It was 3v3 or 3v2. But I get the feeling that both of them really should have got at least some anti-air in their main. Had they been able to defend against the Mutalisks there, they would have been in a really strong position. Not that strong considering the position they were put in before, but taking it to a 2v2 with most of their army still alive, because don't forget they did actually break out past both armies. They would have been in at least a better position to at least expand and then try and take it late game. The Protoss player YummyBlaBla did actually have very, very, very strong tech already. He was on Storm and Archons, so...
he was going for the tech aspect.
Yeah, they would have been in a really shit position, but evilEye did his best there for as long as he could. That was a really impressive defense.
It was an impressive defense in the first wave, but ultimately, because he was cornered by the two opponents on top and right of him, he had to... if he reacted faster and was able to build a nexus in the natural up between those two Terrans, this game could have been similar to what happened last week, where teams, players that lost their main base were able to come back.